Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton, and I just got back from seeing It Comes at Night. Now when it comes to a film like It Comes at Night, you have to understand that this is a horror film where a lot of the horror aspects come from it, come from what you don't see rather than what you do. Sort of like films such as The Others, The Blair Witch Project, and The Haunting. And as such, this film does a good job establishing its horror atmosphere by filling it with paranoia and dread throughout all of its 97 minutes. But let's get to the story. The story is that at an unknown point in the not so distant future, there's an unknown virus that has been infecting various people around the world. And our main character is a man played by Joel Edgerton, who, along with his small family, end up allowing another family into their house to take shelter from this virus. However, there's a bunch of paranoia and mistrust that comes from the family, as almost any tense situation is met with the other family members not trusting one another. And it's only a matter of time before things come to violent conclusions. But that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. Like I said, the film works mainly because it doesn't rely on jump scares and it focuses more on the paranoia of what's going on around each of the characters. The characters have several points where they feel suspicious about one another and that they don't trust each other and that they should kick each other out. And in my opinion, that sense of infighting can make for some great drama and great atmosphere, especially in a scenario like this where there's this virus that is consuming all of humanity. In shows such as The Walking Dead and Attack on Titan, there is also that sense of infighting and paranoia that I find enjoyable, since it lets us know that we as human beings can actually be monsters to ourselves, even with a scenario like this. To the point where the virus is kind of on secondary to the fact that we just end up fighting each other and we end up not trusting one another. It makes you wonder if you were in an actual plague like this, like if there was an actual virus like this, or like there was a zombie apocalypse, would you be able to trust these people that you're holed up with? Or would you end up going against them? Of course, this message is brought all the clearer by the fact that the acting throughout is excellent, especially from Joel Edgerton and Carmen Ejogo. Even the other actors who were pretty much unknowns to me did a great job. In fact, there's even a kid actor who comes in around a third of the way through who's very good, which is rare consider for child actors to pull off horror movie roles very well. So yeah, good acting and a very tense atmosphere definitely do help. But what also helps is its bare bones approach. There's no giant explosions, there's no zombies, there's no creature effects. All of it is just done in a few locations with just a small group of actors, and it relies entirely on their performances and the atmosphere to carry the film through. And this bare bones approach actually does work. Because you can kind of tell that this film was made on a low budget, but it happens to use the low budget to great effect, since it lets the atmosphere and all the tense situations come through. It's proof that you don't need big CGI explosions or an ensemble cast to carry the film forward. I mean, granted, you have Joel Edgerton and Carmen Ejogo, but this film is essentially a low-budget but very successful horror film, where the thrills come from what you don't see rather than what you do. And as such, I definitely recommend that you watch it if you need to see something like this weekend. Trust me, it's better than seeing The Mummy. So yeah, I give It Comes at Night a 8 out of 10. See you next time.